Hi everyone, it's Jen from Printdigitalbyjen, and today it's a little stone fairy. I've been making a lot of these Folio, mini Folio journal kit because they're so cute and versatile and I love them. So that's what we're gonna make today. This one's a little stone fairy. So first we'll score everything. Actually, first you cut it all out. And once you cut it all out, you can score it. I like to score mine because I find it really goes together better when you're trying to fold things and make it even and get the best straight edge again. So I'm going to speed it up here while I score this, because you've seen me score this many times. Okay, so that's it for scoring. So we can get rid of this. And now we can just fold everything. And burnish it because you want to make sure that they're nice and crisp. Don't forget that you're in charge of the paper. No matter how you cut it, you can still manipulate it to go where you want it to go. Even if you cut it crooked, if you're in a rush or you just don't like cutting, so you end up wonking it all over the place, you can still manipulate it to where you want it to go as you're putting it together like this. So just make sure that everything goes even. Like if it goes off to the side like that, just make sure that you push it in and then see, because I scored it off a little bit up to the side. So just make sure you shove the paper back to where it should be. Yeah, it should even be further back. So just just about right. Just about there. That's it, good. Right. So then you want to make sure that it's even behind here and just manipulate it to get it to where you want it to go. Okay. And I scored it too. Go back and forth and make it nice and bendable. Okay, so that's the sides. That's the cover. So let's do the pages. This is the interior pages. So that's the front cover, that's the back cover, and then the rest are the pages on the inside. So even though you've scored it, and you might have scored it off like I did on here a little bit, then just ignore the score lines when you're putting it together like this, but don't, you know, keep in mind where they are. And then just eye up the paper and make it go where you want it to go. I always use cardstock for the one-page minis because you can always print it twice if you want to have this as a thinner book of the journal to fit in here. But I like a hardcover and a soft book. But because it's on one page and I'm not going to waste the ink and print it twice just to get two different paper designs. But I actually like it. I like it on this thicker paper, so it all works out well for me. But you can do whatever you want. Okay, so we're going to cut across here. Make sure you're on the front cover, back cover. Cut to the line. Go to the first one. Don't cut past that line, and then that's ready to go. So now we're going to do our little tags. So I just have small little holes. I don't have any small eyelets, so I'm just going to put the little tiny holes in here and use string just to give it some. Maybe we'll put this one too. And then what else? I think that'll be good. Okay, so now we'll dress these up, put on our little thing. It's like, okay. Ooh, did I ever go that long on that one? Maybe I'll get 2 out of that anyway. This is my favorite string, but it's not because the twine, because it's natural and I don't like smelly ribbons and cords. But I like this. But the only thing I don't like about it is it frays everywhere, all over the fluff everywhere. See? Don't like that. But I'll deal with it because I don't have to smell hard. So I bought some before that was like twine and it was pink and black, and the smell that was coming off it, I had to return it. It was gross. So that's why I always stick to this kind, or just ribbon, natural ribbons. So there you go. Okay, let's just score these pockets. Or I mean burnish them, not score them. We already did that. You guys can put this wherever you want. This is just some ideas I do. So these are just for if you don't want to use, if you don't want to put string on, you use these little things. You can have little, but I'm using the string because I like it. But you do you. You can even put the tabs on these papers when you've got your booklet made. You can just, you know, put them there. Okay, so next we're going to put on the pockets. So this is the cover, this is the outside. So you can go outside or outside. I'm going to use this one for the outside. This is the inside. So it would look like this. So you can either put your little booklet here or here. I'm going to put my booklet here, which means this is going to go here. like that. Then I'm gonna put my pocket here. But actually, you know what? I wanna see the little guy. So I'm gonna put my book here, or my pocket here, and I'll put the book on this side. But before we do that, we're gonna make the cover. So sometimes I'll put little eyelets in, but today I'm not. I'm just gonna put a piece of string here and a piece of string here. Okay, so this is the inside. Make sure it's nice and even. All right, you wanna make sure that everything's even. Okay, so go like this. You gotta glue it all up. Be generous with your glue. Well, I can be because I'm using the thicker paper, but I think on the thinner paper you gotta be careful because, you know, it's all bumpy. But if I was gonna use any paper, I would use the premium matte photo paper, not just regular copy paper, but a thicker premium matte photo paper. Okay, so let's put pieces of string here on this side. I'm just gonna put glue down. Sometimes I'll tape it down, but today I'll just glue that down. Glue that there. Put it in the center. Go to the other side. Put some string here. Oops. Make sure it sticks on there. Okay, so now we can go like this. Go all the way across. Make sure that it's on both sides. It's gonna look nice, straight. I think. It needs to go over just a tad today. It's really hot, dry from having the heat on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So give it a nice little flat down there. Okay, so now that that's glued, we will go for while that's drying, we'll do the journal. So make sure you're at the front here, flip it over. Actually, you know what? Did you make sure that you can put it into a booklet easily? That's what I usually do. And then manipulate it before you glue it, should you need to. Most times you will need to. So don't be afraid of the paper. Just do it. See? Nice. Now, see what I mean? You might have to manipulate it here. So you just shape in place. When you glue it, it'll hold better too. So you would go like that, pull it over. There you go. Nice. Okay, so let's glue this. Okay. You're manipulating it as you go. So it's this feisty little corner. I always get a little feistiness happening with the paper in that corner. But just manipulate it in. See? Perfect. Give it a little, because I use thick paper, If you had thinner paper, you wouldn't probably have that much manipulation happening. But this is thicker paper, like really thick. Okay, and then you can ink this up if you want. But if you have any white, trim it off. Anyways, that's good. Put a little bit of glue on and we'll put this. Where's she gonna go? Which I'm gonna put here. Make sure you get a little bit of space in there for it because it's kind of a thick book. If you're used to using the other paper, you don't need much space because that paper stretches more than this one, this type. Okay, so let it dry for a minute. This would look nice here because it matches this, but it's not going to go there. I'm going to put this one here. You can put your beads and your dangles and your little charms or whatever on here. Let's put this one in here. Small wings, big heart. Okay. You can cut those little tabs off too. If you don't want to use them, just cut them off. I like using them because I sometimes go crazy on the glue, so it saves me from having to open it up later. I'm a crazy gluer. I like glue. Yeah, I'm a gluer. Because this one doesn't want to seem to lay down today. Some days things go just perfect, eh? And then other days it's like, oh, what's going on? Put that in there. And then you've got some little things you can use here, here. Magical moments can go there. But we should maybe use one of these. I shouldn't have glued the top of this and put this here, but I think I'll put that in there. Gotta find something for there. I think I was gonna put, this is what I intended to put there, this butterfly. I wonder if I could put that there. I think I will put the butterfly there. That was the intention. This one's like a little grungy, neutral cuteness. Let that dry. And I think I'll take that one out and put in the butterfly. You can even put a little string on that one, but I'm not going to. You could put on the little tabs. Right here is probably a bit for the tab. And put it in the book. So if you put tabs on, make sure they go this way, because you gotta have room for it to. Let's just put a little tab on there where the little story is. Actually, I'll cover it up on it. Now let's put it on. Yep. You can put another one on. You can even use those other things as bookmarks. Let's put that one in there too. says bookmarks. Let's put it down here. Just line it up with the edges. Okay, so you got that little book. Hopefully we didn't make them out too far so that this will close, but I think it's good because I made it that way online. Yep, so it closes perfectly. Need a little journal pages. You can write some things in here. Okay, so that can go in there. Just make sure that when you're putting these tabs on, I made it so it fits, but if you glue them out too far, it won't, or I mean, yeah, so make sure you get them nice and even. You can also put something like that here if I hadn't glued that down. What can we put? You can even put, that's what I might do. That's exactly what I might do, actually. Okay, so we'll do the outside now. I'm going to put this pocket on. I should be using my little glue stick, but too lazy to open it now. Do with what's in front of me. Isn't that the way anyway? Okay, so you can put that in there like that. This one in there as well. You can put a little butterfly here, a little butterfly here. I'll put a little butterfly there. Here's a little handle with care, a dreams grow here. You can put that like that. You can put it anywhere. That would have been a cute one there too. Would have been there. You can put it here. Oh, I'm going to put this one outside, I guess, in here. I got glue all over my hands. Okay, so there's that. That's so cute. So these, I think what I might do, actually, you know what? You could even cut this one down. Put a little, you know, let's do it. A little hole here. Slide it on the outsides. Like so. I think I'll put one of these on there too. Which one? With a heart. And slide it on. You can do both strings if you want. And then I think that's about it. Isn't that cute? Little grungy girl, little grungy fairy. So for the tying of it, you can just take one. So you can tie this one, the one that you got the strings on, you can put a little knot here so these don't fly all over the place. Like you could put a little knot, let's do that. And then it's just like having beads or a charm. So put that there like that so they don't go anywhere. And then you can close it over like so, right? And then you can go around like so and do it that way. Or you can just tie it. So you would bring it around, right? This one keeps falling out. Okay, so you can tie it any way you want. I'm just trying to give you ideas of different ways, you know, if you don't have a crocodile or a hole puncher, or, you know, this is just easy without too many tools. So you can do, so all you do is you put these on, tie a little knot. You don't even have to put that knot there. Then you close it over, right? Put that way. Take this around, bring it over, take this, but be careful when you're tying it. Don't pull it tight because remember, it's on the edge here. You don't want that to fray. So you would just go around, put a little bow, There you go. I didn't give myself enough string, but just make sure you got enough string or ribbon. And that's just so cute. So there you go. The little stone fairy. And there's your little dreams grow here. So let's open this. And let's see. Take that out. I think I glued this one in here.